Hey guys, welcome to 8-1 Golf, where golf is for everyone. Today we're playing Salinas Fairways and doing the Break 80 challenge. Let's go. Hole 1 is 397 yards. It's a pretty straightforward hole. Short par 4. See if we could do something. I've gotten a couple requests for another Break 80 challenge, and here we are. I am a 7 handicap at the time of this video, and I usually shoot around the 80s and high 70s. Today, we're trying to break 80. I'm trying to beat my personal best, a 74. So we got our par on hole number 1. We move on to hole number 2, which is a 338-yard dogleg left. I tried to cut the corner, and I got caught up in the rough. The rough isn't so bad at Salinas Fairways, however, my club gets a little bit under it and I end up on the top of the fringe. And I blast this one past, unfortunately. I leave myself with a pretty long putt, about a 10-footer, and of course it lips out. This is going to be one of the things I was doing for this whole round. I end up bogeying that hole, unfortunately. However, I put myself in really good position here for a birdie opportunity. I didn't want to get too far over to the right side because there's no good over there. So as you guys can hear, there's a lot of wind, which will be the constant in today's round, but we overcome it, and you guys will soon see how much wind we get here in Salinas, or in the 831. I try to make these and finish these out for you guys. I was like an inch away, and I was talking to my playing partner here, and she was like, why are you putting that? So I had to give you guys some context here. So I parred hole number 3. This is hole number 4, 466 yards. It's a par 5, and I absolutely blast this drive. My swing's feeling really good. And this playing partner is actually one of my football coaches way back in the day. His name's Mr. Mariscal. Shout out to you. Thank you for everything you've done. I hit a great approach shot here, and I'm in putting range of the hole, and I almost make it. I thought it was short, but it actually ran out more than I thought. The wind kind of held it up while I was putting, and I get my birdie. So let's go. We're back to even on the round. We move on to hole number 5. It's 417-yard par 4. No, I do the shot tracer afterwards. And I get this a lot from a lot of my playing partners. They ask me about my gimbal. Shout out to Golf Perfection, who taught me really how to record, how to do the overlays, everything. Make sure you go check out his content, amazing content that he puts out at Golf Perfection. Leave a comment if you want me to show you guys my setup. I'm interested to improving my setup with more technology as well. So I leave myself with a pretty far par putt here. I want to keep even, so I make my putt. That was a really tough one into the wind, so I'm still at even. Move on to hole number 6, 562 yards. It's a par 5, and it's a killer par 5 because it's into the wind. At this point, my playing partners are talking me up and telling me, man, what a swing. Man, his swing's so smooth. Does this guy ever make a bad swing? And this was a pretty bad swing, even though I hit it 234 yards into the wind. I know, you guys will say I didn't, but let's do the math. I am pin high on my third shot here. However, my third shot doesn't go as I wanted, and I end up a little bit short of the green. So as I approach my shot for birdie here, it looks really appealing to the eye, so I take out my putter, and it's a pretty straightforward putt left to right. And here another lip out, guys. My second lip out of the round, and there's many more to go. You guys are gonna keep track of these, and I make a par. I scramble out for a par, and that was pretty satisfying. I blast my drive here. This is a straightforward par 4, 400 yards. I'm just off to the left in the rough, but I have a great angle at the hole. I hit a nice little flighted draw here. I know, I get it, but that's what it is. And it's a very sloped green. but I give myself a great opportunity for a tap-in par. That's all I want here. This is the signature hole at Salinas Fairways. It's a par 3. You have some water right in front of you. It's 188 yards, so it plays long, and it's into the wind. So the wind kind of took my ball off to the right side. There goes Mr. Mariscal. Big boss right there. He was actually playing with a back brace. I don't know if anyone I've ever seen that before, but he's playing with the back brace, guys. It just goes to show golf is an amazing sport that anyone can play, and I'm happy that I got out of there with a par. I just picked up my ball and went to the next hole. This is my 9th hole. It's a 356-yard par 4, and I absolutely smoked this drive right down the middle, putting myself in a good position to make a birdie here. It's another green in regulation here. Very nice. I'm pretty happy with the way that I'm hitting my wedge shots. Hitting a lot of greens. I miss my putt, and I leave myself a little tough putt down the hill. It's about 3 or 4 feet here, and these are the ones that I've been working on in my house, and it really shows how much I've been working, because I did not miss anything within, I think, 4 feet on the front 9. So starting the back 9, I got a little bit too comfortable with my swing, and I hook it left. Left is out of bounds, but it knocks off a tree here and bounces into some hard pan. I'm obviously a little disgruntled, but I have a smile on my face. I'm out here playing golf with, some great people. So I end up here underneath some pine trees, a bunch of pine straw down here, and I actually hook it. I hook it left here, and I make some solid contact. It was a great shot, and it puts myself in the fairway here, and I give myself an opportunity to make par. That's all you can do. I hope you guys are ready. Because you already know what's coming, right? Here's another lip out. 3 lip outs on the round, and we're just on hole number 10. But I'll take my bogey. That leaves me at +1 or 1 over through 11. This is a very long par 5, but I have the wind at my back. This is a 550-yard par 5, hole number 11. And there used to be these amazing eucalyptus trees, and I think they went down in a storm or something like that in Salinas Fairways. So there used to be a lot more foliage, but they cut down a lot of their trees due to rot, or just because they were just in the way, or they were getting really old. I give myself a pretty good opportunity for birdie here, but I end up making a par. So we move on to hole number 12, 351, dogleg left par 4. I hit my draw here, and I hit it to perfection. It's perfect right in the middle of the fairway. Leaves myself this for about 80 yards, and I'm absolutely loving my wedge game right now. I use the Kirkland wedges, and they're pretty good. They're not bad at all. They're really good wedges. I get out of there with a par. Now, I know I'm feeling pretty good right now because I hit my 6-iron here, thinking I could hit my 6-iron with a crosswind and draw it, but no, that's not my game. So I end up significantly short, but again, my wedge game is saving me. I knock it really close to the hole, and I tap it in there for my par again. I apologize about the wind. It is very, very windy at Salinas Fairways on this day I played. Here we have the number 1 handicap at Salinas Fairways. It's 386 yards, par 4, directly into the wind, so it's probably playing about 100 yards more. I hit a 5-iron, and I club up, and I hit this pretty close to the water. There's water down there, and I'm looking over like, hey, did you guys see it? Is there water? I don't know. And I chip this pretty close for my par opportunity, and I capitalize. I make my par. So going into hole 15, I'm 1 over par, but here's where the wheels start falling off. here is when the wheels start falling off. I tried to hit a very low draw here and it goes directly right on me. So I end up in this like really hard dirt with a bunch of holes. And I thought this was going OB, but it cleared it, thank goodness, and I didn't go OB. And I have a pretty good approach shot afterwards, but my heart was racing here and I ended up here. I chipped this really good and it tracks towards the hole and I got about 5 feet. And here we go, another lip out. Guys, I cannot make this stuff up. So I kind of blew up that hole, but I end up getting a bogey there. Could have been a lot worse, honestly. So moving to hole 16, it's a 407-yard par 4, straight downwind, so I absolutely blow this drive past everyone in my group. They were amazed, but I end up here in the rough, and I end up taking out my 56. I knew I should have taken out a 60 here because it was downwind. You can see the flag. And I hit a terrible putt here. Very, very horrible putt. It was downhill, so I gave it a little bit too much respect. And I'm obviously mad about this. And I don't capitalize. And I leave myself some more for my bogey putt. So hopefully I make this. And I capitalize. So moving into hole 17, I'm 3 over par here. This is a par 3, 135 yards, and I hit a sweeping draw here trying to work with the wind, and I overdrew it, but I leave myself a pretty good chance to get up and down. I don't know about you guys, but I hate putting in the wind. It makes me feel, I don't know, it makes me feel a certain way. This is hole number 18. It's a 502-yard par 5. I hit it up the right side here, making it a little longer for myself. So I lay up, and I do not hit a good shot here. And my playing partners were like, "Oh, he is human. He is human." Oh, the wheels were kind of falling off here, but I knew I had to dig in deep and make par or better here. I was very pleased with my wedge game this round. This was another green in regulation, actually, and not too bad of a birdie opportunity. I'm really happy with my round here. Thank you guys for watching. Some of the statistics here, I shot a 75, greens in regulation, I hit 8 greens, fairways I hit 7, and 29 total putts. So this was one of my personal best rounds of 2022. Looking forward to dropping more content on 8through1 Golf. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.